it's Franky. Welcome to my think tank. So I've been going through to, kind of catch up on some cases, see what's happening. And I did find that there's a little bit of a change as far as the students in Moscow, Idaho. So I thought we would go through it. So what they're saying is after a day of confusing statements, police investigating last month's killings of 4 University of Idaho students emphasized Thursday they still believe the attack was targeted, though they haven't concluded if the target was the actual residents or the occupants. So as we know, it's 4 students. Ethan Chapin, who was 20, Kaylee Goncalves, 21, Xana Kernodle, 20, and Madison Mogan, 21. They were all found in their residence, stabbed to death on November 13th in an off-campus house in the college town of Moscow. So this literally has been their first murder since 2015. Personally, I don't really think they're doing so bad. I know that a lot of people are frustrated with the lack of information coming out, but personally, I'm okay with that as well. So then it is saying the sequence began Wednesday when Moscow police released a statement saying the prosecutor in Idaho, Latah County, erroneously said this week that the suspects specifically looked at this residence and that one or more of the occupants were undoubtedly targeted. How definitive the prosecutor's statements were, however, reflects a miscommunication, Moscow police said on Wednesday's press release. But the release added, detectives do not know if the residents or any of the occupants were specifically targeted, but continue to investigate. This was a departure, if not a contradiction, of what police had been saying, because they'd been telling all of us that it was targeted and nobody had to worry about anything happening to them because literally someone in that house was targeted. But now they're saying that they're not sure if anyone specifically was targeted or if it was just basically that house. So a police spokesman did try to clear this up. He said, "We remain consistent in our belief that this was indeed a targeted attack, but have not concluded if the target was the residents or its occupants." Idaho State Police spokesman Aaron Snell, who has also been speaking for the Moscow police, told CNN on Thursday. Details about the comments police say the prosecutors made, including when and to whom they were given, weren't immediately available. CNN did ask the prosecutor's office where the university was situated for comment. Police for weeks have said that they believe the attack was targeted, but have not offered specifics as to why. Police backtracked at some point, saying they couldn't actually say whether there was a threat to the public. You see, and that was the disturbing thing about this whole case, was they were basically saying, no, don't worry about it, just do your due diligence, look around a little bit, but other than that, everyone's safe. So when everyone found out that it was not that safe, because we don't know who this is and we don't know if it's targeted, there's a lot of people that are a little disappointed. But we'll have to see. I think they know a hell of a lot more than what they're telling us. Still, as the investigation advanced, authorities publicly maintained investigators believed the killings were targeted, including during a November 20th police conference. So there was a vigil last night, and I watched a little bit of it. It looked absolutely beautiful and totally emotional. The parents talked, some of the schools talked. So we've got Stacy Chapman, who is Ethan's mom, and she said the hardest part is we cannot change the outcome. Madison Mogan and Kaylee Goncalves were friends since sixth grade, said Steve Goncalves. They just found each other, and every day they did homework together. They came to our house together. They shared everything, he said. In the end, they died together in the same room, in the same bed, which I found extremely interesting. We have a little bit now of an idea of placement there. This guy would have had to have gone into whichever room. I'm assuming the ones with the sliding doors, it's bigger, but I can't say for sure. That's just my assumption. So it sounds like they were sharing the bed that night. So this guy literally came in and somehow killed two girls while they were sleeping? My word. Ben Mogan, so this is Madison's dad, shared memories of her love for music, her hard work ethic, and how meaningful it was for him that she was able to experience love with her boyfriend. It was chilling when he was talking about that. He said, I was so grateful that she was able to experience love. So it's unclear how long the investigation will take or why this horrific act happened. The community will all go through this together, said Blaine Eccles, the university's dean of students. They're also encouraging everyone to tell the fun stories, remember the good times with these kids, and don't let their lives be defined by how they died, but instead remember them for the joy they spread and the fun times they shared while they lived. He also reminded students of the different resources available to them, like counseling, and to share their feelings with them around them. So what it's saying here is hours before the attack. So the investigators are trying to build a timeline, but there's a 5-hour discrepancy as far as Xana and Ethan go. People are saying they last seen them together at 9 p.m. But it's saying that they didn't get home until 1:45. So, you got almost a 5-hour time span there. So police really are looking for any kind of help that they can get with this. They need video footage, any time in there, and even after the 3 or 4 a.m. time, because somebody might have on one of their cameras this guy after the attacks, or these guys. Okay, so what they're saying here is that they believe all 4 of the victims had returned to the house by 2 a.m. And the 2 surviving roommates had also gone out that night, and they were home by 1 a.m. So police initially said that they're saying Goncalves and Mogan. I don't like it when they go by their last names. I find it disrespectful. But anyways, so they're saying that the girls got home at 1:45. They went with that for quite a while. And then Kaylee's sister was disturbed by this because she knew that the number was incorrect. So they did change that digital evidence to a 1:56 a.m. This was after that food truck and being driven home by that private party. So the next morning, the 2 girls that were downstairs, ended up calling friends to the house because they believed one of the second floor victims had passed out and was not waking up. Police said in a press release, somebody called 911 from the house at 11:58 a.m. using one of the surviving roommates' phone. Sorry about the noise, guys. We got 3 feet of snow last night. So one of my neighbors is being kind enough to do my sidewalks with his snowblower. So a coroner did determine that the four victims were each stabbed multiple times and were likely asleep when the attacks began. Some of the students had defensive wounds, said the Latah County coroner. So really there has been a bit of information that's come out. I'm really hoping that somebody can continue to watch for those Ring doorbells, those cameras. There could very well be something on somebody's, one of their Wi-Fi items. I don't know, phones, videos, house surveillance, anything that you might have. Some of these cars that have it. Check everything electronic. So, again, there's those 5 hours that are missing. And another thing that I found interesting is Kaylee's dad did an interview, and he acknowledged that Kaylee did say that she thought someone had been stalking her prior to these killings. So, I don't know. The police department has said investigators have not verified those tips or identified any possible stalker. So, I'm going to stay on top of this. Little bits of information are coming through here and there. So, I am wanting to jump on every time we get a little bit more information and get it out to you when we can. I do believe the faster we get this information out, the better it is for the entire situation. Good, honest reporting, not the drama, just the reporting. So, guys, I want to thank you for being here with me. If you are in that area, it would be great if you could, check all of your Wi-Fi, check all of your electronics, all your little gadgets, and you just never know, right? So, guys, thanks for being here with me. I will be giving another video, not sure when, but I will be doing another video on this case in the next little while. So don't forget to hit the bell. Please subscribe and share. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.